What do you need to know before buying a brand new home in Florida, specifically in master plan communities or large developments with national home builders? Well, there's a lot to know. There's a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of myths, a few lies that go around when it comes to new construction. And so today I want to talk about all of that. If you're new to my channel, I'm Lisa McBride with Sarasota Neighborhood Experts, and I love helping people move to this area. So if my team and I can be of assistance, give us a call today or leave comments below. Now let's talk about new construction. First and foremost, I tell people that base price that is being advertised, well, that is not the price you're going to pay for your home, unfortunately. That is base price. That is just to get the walls and the doors and the windows and all those things that obviously do create a home, but are not very wow-like. Just as if you were going to buy a brand new car, there's different levels and there's different things that it entails and things that you can do to the home to make it really feel like your own. So that base price does not include, for instance, the lot that the home sits on. And no, you can't buy the lot separately and have any builder you want build on it. And lot premiums, well, they can range all over the board as far as price points. Now the base price is going to stay the base price. The lot cost, that can vary. And that is an area where you may see it $10,000, $20,000, $70,000, $80,000, or a couple $100,000. And if you're going to see prices change on new construction, typically it's going to be on the lot cost so much more often than on the base price. And as I said, that base price is just a pretty typical home. All those beautiful models that they invite you into and tell you to take a look around, well, those have definitely been designed for you to see all the bells and whistles. Many times new construction has different levels. Those base models, level 1, and the models are level 6. So you can see there's a lot of options between those two. A few upgrades in almost every home is going to be the height of the doors, cabinets, different grades of cabinets, the countertops, the material they're made out of, and also flooring. And flooring is a big thing. Typically, we will see carpet in all the bedrooms, but if you want to upgrade that to tile or laminate, that's all going to be a cost. And there's a big difference between 12-inch tiles and 18-inch tiles when it comes to flooring. Many times they're also going to add just for wiring a home for certain light, and many times just like plumbing out the outside for your outdoor kitchen. Those are all things that are upgrades. So generally, I'm going to tell you that you take the base price and you add another 10 to 15 to 20% on top of that to get your purchase price, and then you add in the lot cost. You're never sure what the final price is going to be until we have all of those numbers figured, but it is not going to be starting at price, that's for sure. All right, then second thing that I hear all the time that is very untrue, and I hear people asking me this: if I don't have a realtor, am I going to get a better deal? And unfortunately, no, you are not. When you go in and speak to the representatives and the models in the sales center, that agent is there to give you all the information, and I love the sales reps throughout Sarasota. However, they do represent the builders. Now, they are not going to give you a discount, or the builder is not going to give you a discount if you're not using another agent. So therefore, the builder is just putting more money in their pocket. You are entitled to have your own representation. The builder does pay us realtors, and they encourage you to have your own realtor so that you have somebody representing you. So unfortunately, no, you're not going to get a better deal if you are unrepresented. Another fallacy might be, well, if you're a cash buyer, wouldn't the builder just want you to come in and pay cash? You'd think so, right? And in resale, when we're buying resale homes, cash is always king. But when you're buying new construction, the builders actually would prefer it if you were to finance. First and foremost, they want you to finance through their mortgage department. And as much as I love my lenders here, I would love to say shop around. You can do that, and you can do that. However, most builders, lenders are going to give you the best deal and the best rate, and they're going to usually offer you incentives to go with them. So no, being a cash buyer does not necessarily give you a leg up in the process, nor are they encouraging it when it comes to new construction. The next myth I hear all the time, and that is that you can't have the home inspected prior to closing. First of all, you can actually have 2 inspections. You can have the home inspected before the drywall goes up. This is going to be your one chance chance to look inside the walls. And with resale, we don't see inside the walls. So here's your opportunity. Now, saying that, we absolutely need to let the builder and their builder representatives know when this is going to be done. But if you want to have the home inspected before drywall, you absolutely can do that. Keep in mind, you'll be paying for that inspection. And then the second time we can do inspection is about 7 to 10 days prior to closing. Now, we don't know exactly when closing is all the time, so we have to work again directly with the builders to schedule that so that we can be prepared and have the inspector comes in. Now, keep in mind, all builders do have warranties and make corrections as needed to properties, and they're very, very good to work with. Another myth is that you get to pick the closing date. Unfortunately, it would be great to sign a contract and say, oh, I want that house June 1st. Doesn't work quite that way. First of all, right now, builders are not even giving us a very exact date at all. Even if we sign a contract today, they're giving us 9 to 12 months to close on that home. What that says is the builder doesn't know within 90 days. And I can understand that. In today's world, with supply chain issues and staffing shortage and the weather, it just don't know exactly how long it's going to take to build that home. Once we get about 6 months in, please note the builders do keep us informed very, very well. Most of the time, once the construction starts, you're getting weekly or bi-weekly updates of where the progress is. When we get about 30 days from completion, they're going to reach out and let us know when it's going to be ready, and then maybe we can tweak that closing date just a little bit. But as far as specific closing dates, unfortunately, no, we don't get to pick them, and we are a little bit at the mercy of the builder. Now, the next major myth that I want everyone to understand is that most of the time you think you can't negotiate at all with the builder. Now, the past couple years, yes, builders were not really negotiating with us very much. However, the market has changed, and some builders are becoming a little bit more flexible. I'm not saying they're going to lower that base price, because as we talked about earlier, that base price is pretty set, and the builders don't like to change them very often unless they really need to. Currently, we do not have homes sitting on the market, so it's not a case where the builders can just drop the prices too often. That said, if a home is getting closer to completion and they're wanting to get it under contract so they can move on or get it off their books at the end of the month or year end, there's always a chance to negotiate. Sometimes the negotiation is on the lot cost. Sometimes it's on upgrades. Sometimes it's on incentives that they can pay towards your closing costs. So it is good, as you can see, to always work with an agent that knows what to ask and who may know which builders are offering the most incentives and the most negotiable. So again, you can negotiate with the builders. Now, the final thing that I get asked all about is, isn't new construction just so much more expensive than resale? Well, not necessarily. Price per square foot may look like it's a little higher, but you have to take into consideration all the upgrades. You have to figure out if that resale home, how old is it? If it's 10, 12, 15 years old and the roof is original, what will you be spending in the next few years to replace that? Or if the air conditioner is at the end of its life, or if the kitchen just needs a refresh. Those are all expenses that are going to go into that new home, and it may be more cost effective to just buy resale. So is it more expensive to buy brand new? Not all the time. If you'd like more information about new construction, give us a call today. As always, we love helping you. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know how we can be of help here. Thanks again, and as always, take care.